Messi and co arrive tonight with a point to prove, to silence the doubters and remind the world who FC Barcelona are. And what better way to do that than knock out the team earning the universal acclaim that they once garnered. It's been no picnic for Quique Setien since taking the reins in January, but then you'd expect nothing less from a club who always expect more. Bayern Munich are in vogue, in form and in the zone. They have Europe's top prize in their eyes, which would complete an historic treble and cement this team's place amongst the greats. Hansi Flick is the mastermind behind the rejuvenation, but he's about to face his biggest test yet. Talk about a blockbuster. Barcelona versus Bayern Munich, both five-time kings of Europe and both desperate for number 6, albeit for different reasons. We could be set for an absolute cracker at the Estadio de Luz, kicking off in just under an hour here on BT Sport 1 HD. Rio Ferdinand and Hargreaves are with us. Rio, it's a monster.
Oh, huge game. Special players on both sides. One of the best players ever to put on a pair of boots on one side. Lewandowski now, the best player probably on form in the world. I can't wait. I mean, it's either going to be the best team wins, or are we going to have one of them unbelievable fairy tale nights for Messi where the best player drags his team through? Yeah,
it's very rare over the last probably 20 years to sit here and say Barcelona going into more considerable underdogs.
Yeah, you know what, Gay? I think you're right. And I think this is Rio's right. It's probably something Messi's going to relish, because if Barcelona win tonight, it's going to be Messi's going to drag them out of trouble. Bayern are the most complete team in the competition. They're almost better in almost every capacity, aren't they? And so if Bayern, I think, are at their best, I think they win. But if Messi has one of his nights where he does his magic and he plays like an extraterrestrial, then I think Barca can go through easily.
Yeah, a little Twitter poll up there. That's obviously strong favourites reflected in the poll there.
Yep, and that's on form. I mean, they won the league in Germany like normally they do, but also the form that they're in. We saw what they've done. They dismantled Chelsea, who finished in the Champions League spot in England. So what they've done there, that carries into the poll definitely.
Let's have a look at the Barcelona team and possible formation. Seems he's gone a little bit cautious against the German champions, which you can understand why.
Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. Ultimate show of respect. I mean, obviously Griezmann and Rakitic, I think they'd start if they could. But I think this is a bit of a more team to protect and hope Suarez and Messi can get them out of trouble. But if you think about all the money that Barcelona have spent, that you've got a lot of guys not playing their natural position, then, and on the other side, on the flip, you got Bayern. That team picks itself every game. Then I think if you look at the starting 11s, the advantage goes to Bayern to start.
It's an ageing side. There's no question about that, Ria.
And going back to Owen's point there, they've spent, 800 million since Neymar left? And still they're reliant on Messi, who came through the youth system there, and the older players in that team were there before that was spent as well. They've not recruited in terms of spending that money wisely, I don't think, for going forward. But listen, when you've got Messi in your team, you can make a few mistakes because invariably he's got them out of trouble.
Messi versus the machine, possibly. Let's have a look at that machine, the Bayern team, and its formation. Well, Lewandowski's there, of course, and he's going for all sorts of records this year. It's extraordinary. Great players everywhere.
Oh, fantastic team, and it's the same team that that played last time. And Thiago was tremendous. We waxed lyrical about him in the last game. I think in that midfield area, going back to his old team as well, huge importance on him supplying the likes of Gnabry, Perisic, and Lewandowski. And Lewandowski, I mean, what more can we say about him? The best marksman on the planet, no doubt.
It certainly is at the moment, that's for sure. Let's get some thoughts from both camps in Lisbon now as they prepare for this one.
We shine close playing against each other. It's going to be an incredible game. We can go all the way, definitely. The performance we've been putting on, these past, Bundesliga game, this Champions League game, I really think we can go all the way and win this.
They're in frightening form.
Bueno, el Bayern yo creo que es un equipo que lo hace todo bien, ¿no? Al menos lo ha hecho todo bien. Ha conseguido superar todos sus partidos, ni siquiera ha empatado en esta vuelta después del confinamiento.
Se tiene mucha confianza, pero mañana no juegan contra los equipos de la Bundesliga, sino que juegan contra el Barcelona, el mejor equipo del mundo.
Messi ist über einfach die letzten Jahre mit Abstand der beste Fußballer. Und ich glaube, er ist ein Ausnahmespieler und ich weiß nicht, ob es so einen Spieler jemals nochmal gibt.
Oh, fabulous. Absolutely brilliant from Lionel Messi.
We have to play our game. We have to fight against Messi as a team. You cannot stop him with only one player. Yeah, but I'm excited and happy to be in this position and situation now.
Lewandowski de verdad que es extraordinario. Es un goleador incansable, es muy peligroso.
It's another one for the main man, Robert Lewandowski.
Tuve 3 años con él y lo vi crecer, lo vi cómo se entrenava, cómo se preparava.
Eu vejo bem, eu vejo com meus olhos, acho que vai ser um jogo muito bonito, mas nós temos as nossas armas, temos visto alguns vídeos de como eles jogam, como se posicionam, como pressionam, como saem a jogar e nós vamos treinar em função disso.
It doesn't matter if Barcelona played a very good La Liga season or not. They have great players, they have great individual players.
Y naturalmente el Barcelona es un club que necesita y que habitualmente siempre lo ha conseguido algún título, ¿no? Es obvio que terminar el año sin conseguir ninguno pues es, digamos, una situación que no está habituado, ¿no?
Einfach eine enorme Stärke, enorme Qualität im Kader und wir alle wissen, dass am Ende, wenn solche Top-Clubs aufeinandertreffen, natürlich ab und zu mal das Quäntchen Glück.
Well, Hansi Flick, he's certainly made a massive difference since he came in. They were actually struggling. People perhaps forget that when he took over at the end of last year.
If you think back, we were there in Munich against Liverpool, and that felt like, remember we were speaking, it was almost like the end of an era.
Felt a bit like we're looking at Barca now in some ways, didn't it?
It was that almost felt like end of an era, and all of a sudden Hansi Flick has come in.